Hey all, welcome to other HIIT class. In today's session we're going to be using a pair of dumbbells and a mat. So we're going for 7 exercises back to back, resting a minute after the 7th exercise, and then we're going to repeat the circuit 3 times. Join me for a small dynamic warm-up. I need to stand tall, hip width apart. You're going to start with a reverse lunge. Now with the left foot I need you to grab the right knee and then rotate, keeping the knee in line, so you're pulling with the hand, pushing with the knee, creating this isometric hold while you're rotating your hand back, then pressing the feet, returning to center. So step, lunge, rotate, and push back. So this is a great way to open up the upper back. Make sure both hips or both joints are facing forward and try to get the rotation more from the upper back. Show it to you from the side. So here, step, lunge, twist. If you feel that's too hard, you can land with the knee on the floor and then twist. So step, land with the knee, hold, twist. So there's 2 options. See whichever suits you. One more on the other side. Okay. Feet hip basically shoulder width apart, toes flared out. You can see how much you can reach down. Squat, chest up. 1, 2, push all the way up to the top. Going for 5 reps. Keep your chest up, keep your elbows locked, wrist neutral when you lift your arms up. One more. And I'm in this position, I'm pushing my feet into the floor to stand up, so I'm not putting a lot of pressure on the lower back. Continue with lower body warm up. Feet hip width, toes straight, arms on your hips, hinge. Feel the stretch in the hands and glutes. Pause for a second, then all the way straight up, tuck the pelvis. 10 reps. We're keeping your neck aligned with your spine and keeping your chest up, so there's a straight line at the back from your neck to your hip. You're pausing for a second and then you're standing straight and tucking the top. One more. Okay. Shoulders. 90 degrees with the arms. Internal, external. Think of air got denser and you're moving through a denser air, so a bit of activation throughout your arms, core, throughout the body. Next time you're internal, hold it there. Take your arms all the way behind your lower back. Relax on the lower back. Lift your arms away from the lower back. Here, rotate in place all the way behind your head. Going for 2 to 3 reps. Slow, controlled movements without arching the lower back and without leaning with the head forward or the torso forward. Next time you land on the lower back, stay there, move the shoulder blades up, back, down, forward. So circle rotation with the shoulder blades, trying to keep your spine neutral and your elbows forward as much as possible. Breathe when you lift your shoulder blades up and back. Exhale when you drop them down, then bring them forward. Reverse it. So back, up, forward, down. 3 more. Keeping your core active. Alright, shake it off. Bit of twist. Alright, so the first exercise, we're going for Cossack squat or lateral lunges. So while holding the weights, you're gonna stay in this nice wide stance, weights in front of you so you can keep your core engaged. So from here I'm sitting back and down to one side, bending one knee, keeping the other one locked. Now from here I transition all the way to the other side, sink deeper. So I'm keeping the tension in the legs, sinking from one side to the other. Keeping your chest up. Arm rest. Sorry, 1 second, let me just fix the timer. Alright, so that's the movement. We're gonna start from the top now. So either, this is one option, keeping a nice lunge position, transitioning from one to the other, or you can lunge all the way up, squeeze, and then twist it to the other side. Remember, you're tucking your pelvis at the top center, and then you're sitting back and down the other side. So there's two options. There's first option where you're all the way up, and then you can keep your hips low and transition to the other side, sink deeper. Lift up, a bit up, transition, sink deeper. Nice.
Rest.
We're gonna continue with back and triceps. So we're gonna do a bent over our renegade row. So pull to arm extension, working the upper back and the triceps. We're gonna do all that in a push-up position, or you can do it on all fours. So either from this position straight back, you're pulling, kicking the dumbbell back, controlling forward, or you're gonna go all the way in a push-up. Focus on one leg, side, one arm, and then you switch. Keep your wrist under your shoulder. Go for a wide stance for a nice support. Keep your hips neutral so you're not swinging with the hips. Switch. Okay.
Rest.
We're going to continue with the weights. We're going to do chest press to single leg deadlift. Sorry, single leg glute bridge. And then we alternate legs. We're going to do this chest flies. So we're going to start in this position. Alright, so lift the hips, chest press, hips down. Make sure the elbow is touching the floor, land there, and then push back up a bit faster, hips down. Up, hold, lower, push up, slowly descend. Keep going. The floating leg stays at a 90-degree angle. Now we're gonna switch and do for a chest fly. And just
Rest.
all right, core exercise. So same thing, two options. Either you hold the weight or you can do body weight crunches with your legs in a 90-degree angle. So in either way, you're gonna start in this position, arms back, and then you're crunching up. Think of mid and lower back stays flat on the floor. You're exhaling when you're trying to reach up towards the ceiling while your leg stays in a 90-degree angle. Try not to take your arms back so you're not flaring your rib cage up, so you can keep your mid and lower back flat. So a bit soften the elbows when you take your arms back, and then exhale all the way up. Now from this position, I'm going to stay here. I'm going to inhale, extend the leg, exhale, return back to 90. Alright, slowly drop the weights down. Alright, we're going to continue with core. So we're going to use this dumbbell now, one dumbbell, sorry. We're going to be in a push-up position, drag the weight from one side to the other for 30 seconds. Then stay in a push-up position, knee to elbows for the rest of the minute. So from this position here, the weight is on one side, you're gonna go with the opposite hand, drag the weight to the other side. So wide feet, try not to swing with the hips, working on core stability. So these are variations of plank. They are more challenging than just holding the plank for a minute or two. Now from this position, knee to elbow. Exhale when you bring your knee to the same side elbow. Trying to twist a bit to the same side when you bring your knee forward while you exhale. Pause for a brief second, then return back. Keep a straight line at all times. Woo. Rest. Alright, we're gonna finish, we still have two more. We're gonna go for the hip extension, so body weight, hip extensions. You're gonna start here. Tuck your pelvis in, go back, and then push forward. Keep a straight line from head to knee. Work on your quads. Keep going, 30 more seconds. So think of core, think of glutes, think of pressing the legs down so it helps you continue or do the exercise. Keep going.
Rest.
Alright. Last one, we're gonna do side kick throughs. So with our body weight, you're gonna start on all fours, kick to the side, return to all fours, transitioning from one side to the other. So we're gonna start on all fours, wrist under the shoulders. Make sure you're spreading your fingers. You're gonna lift your knees 2 or 3 inches above the floor. Now from here, lift opposite limbs, rotate, land with the heel, kick, all the way to the other side, kick. So first you lift opposite limbs, you rotate, you land with the heel, you kick, lift the heel, control back, land at the same time. Keep going. You can combine it with a jump. So from here, jump, return here, then all the way to kick. Jump, focus here, control. So that's more conditioning while working on stability. Nice. All right. That's our first circuit. A minute break, have some water, relax, and let's meet in round 2. Alright, back to lunges. So with the weights in front of you, shoulder level, keep your elbows close to your body, wide with your feet, toes a bit flared out, sit back and down. First option is all the way up, sit back and down the other side, return and tuck your pelvis at center always before you sit back and down the other side. Or you stay low and then transition to the other side. Lunge. Good job. All right, so we're gonna continue with a bent over row or renegade row to arm extension or triceps extension. So either you be in this position or on all fours. Keep your wrist under the shoulder. Keep your hips straight. Switch. Woo.
Rest.
Right. So single leg glute bridge to chest press. Start with the weights together, arms straight. squeeze your shoulder blades down. So up, slowly control down. So think of driving the knee forward when you lift your hips up so you can get more of the hams and glutes. Well, keep pushing with the heels and toes down with the base leg. And keep the floating leg at a 90-degree angle. Alternate legs and go for flies.
Rest.
All right, core. So 90 with the legs, crunch up. So like I said earlier, try to keep your elbows soft when you go back and keep your lower back flat on the floor. Stay in this crunch position. Inhale, extend the legs. Exhale, return.
Rest.
Alright, so back in a push-up position or a plank position on your hands. You're trying to swing or drag the weight from one side to the other while keeping a nice straight line from head to toe. So start with the weight on one side, behind your elbow, push-up position, reach with the opposite hand and grab to the other side. Same thing. Right, stay in the push-up position, knee to elbows. Pause in a brief second, for a brief second, then return back. Whew. All right. Nice. So in this position, hip extension. Thirty more seconds. All right. We still have one more, the second round. You're gonna do the side kick throughs. So, here, kick, and go back. Keep going, 30 seconds. Nice. Water break. Okay, lunges. So I'm alternating from a deep lunge to a full lunge. Go at your own pace, see what works for you, and slowly execute the exercise. Always make sure to sit back and down. Keep the heels on the floor at all times.
Rest.
All right. I'm gonna continue with pulls to arm extension. I'm gonna do it on all fours. So pull, extend, back, slowly down. So either way, try to engage your lats, and when you extend your arm back, try not to lean to the other side. Switch. All right. Ooh. Okay.
Rest.
So we're going to continue with glute bridge to chest press. Alternate legs, flies. Okay.
Rest.
Alright, we're gonna do core. So stay there. Same thing, 90 with the legs. Punches. Extension, return to 90. All right.
Rest.
Okay, continue with core. More for stabilizing the core. We're gonna drag the weight from one side to the other in a push-up position. This will work also the obliques because you're reaching across. All right, knee to elbows. All right.
Rest.
Okay, so body weight exercise. We're gonna continue with the hip extension. So in this position, top your pelvis, brace your core, back, and push back forward. keep going. Nice.
Rest.
All right, last one. We're gonna do the single kick throughs. So on all fours. Spread your finger, wrists under shoulders, knees under hips. When you're ready, you're gonna lift your knees up, lift opposite limbs, land with the foot, rotate with the foot, land with the heel, kick, control back. So no, you lift your heel, control back, down. Keep going, 30 more seconds. You can jump to a modified beast here, all the way to kick. Good job, we made it. All right, let's relax. We're gonna finish with a nice stretch. So we're gonna start by stretching the adductors or the inner thighs muscle. You're gonna be all the way in this position. Land on your elbows. Reduce the arch and lower back. And try to sink deeper into the stretch by taking your hips back. So on 90 degree with the legs. Breathe, keep your back straight, push your belly button up. 4 inhale, 8 exhale, try with every exhale to sit slowly back. From here we can do some cat-cows, so try to arch and extend the lower back, keeping your wrists under your shoulders, keeping your shoulders down. When you're rounding the lower back, imagine you're pressing the knees into the floor, down, while you're arching. Good, slowly get out of the stretch. I'm going to continue with the hip flexor. We'll do it while laying on the side today. So, straight line. Keep the lower leg knee locked and then grab your foot, tuck your pelvis in, get the stretch in the front part of the leg. Breathe. With every exhale, try to pull the knee back or the leg back. You're always reducing the arch in the lower back so you can feel more the stretch in the hip flexor and not in the lower back. And keep the knee under the hips, you're not lifting the knee up. Good. From here we're gonna land on the wrist and then with the top knee bring it forward. Feeling the stretch on the side of your back. side. So same thing. We'll start by laying all the way down, back straight, hip flexor stretch. Alright, transition to your arms or your palm. Keep your back straight. Keep a straight line. Face forward. You're feeling the stretch on the side of the back. You're always tucking your pelvis in, bracing your core, so you're not arching with the lower back while you're stretching here. Alright, now from here we're gonna be on all fours. You're gonna lift, rotate, and then bring your arm across so you can stretch this back as well. Try to bring the shoulder as much as possible close to the floor while you're bending the face arm. On the other side, same thing. So you're gonna lift, rotate, and reach across. Then every exhale, try to reach further. Alright, that's it for today, guys. Have a good weekend, take care, and I see you next week.